Mangroves are important because they provide nursery habitat for fisheries. They help protect our coastlines, and they help sequester carbon from the atmosphere to help mitigate against greenhouse gases. In Florida, historically, we had about 700,000 acres of mangroves. We've lost probably about a quarter of those. The economic value is estimated at about $1.6 billion annually. And a lot of this value comes from the services that mangroves provide as nursery habitat. Of particular interest to anglers in Florida are snook, redfish, and tarpon. These fish are dependent upon the mangrove forest during the juvenile stages of their life. They survive in the mangrove forest in these tidal creeks that I like to refer to as sort of the arteries of the mangrove forest. If a road is put in, it may cut off these arteries or these tidal creeks that feed the mangrove forest. And what happens over time is that these tidal creeks begin to fill in with sediments because you don't have that natural flushing of the tides coming in and out. Over time, these mangroves become more weak, the canopy opens up even more, and then eventually, usually after another storm event, you will see a collapse of a large area of the mangroves, or what we consider a mangrove heart attack. Another value that mangroves provide is protection from storm events. It's been shown, especially in Myanmar and some of these areas that have been hit terribly with tsunamis and cyclones, the devastation that occurs in areas where there isn't mangrove coastlines versus those areas that do have mangrove coastlines. Having mangroves along our coastlines helps protect us from their changing weather patterns, buffering the effects of storm events, from wind, and from the wave energy. As a citizen, if you have mangroves on your property and you would like to trim them, it's really important that you get the proper permits to do so. We highly recommend that you use a technique called windowing, where you actually side cut branches instead of topping the mangroves. This allows the ecological function of the mangroves to remain and also gives you the view that you want.
Visit the Charlotte Harbor National Estuary Program website